Hey guys, it's Poochie. Today we're going to talk about why your eBay sell-through rate is lying to you and keeping you broke. If you've been stressing over your sell-through rate or STR lately, you're not alone. eBay sellers everywhere treat STR like the holy grail of success, a single number that supposedly tells you whether your business is thriving or crashing. But here's the truth that nobody wants to admit, but I'm going to tell you about today. Your sell-through rate can lie a lot. Most sellers misunderstand what it actually measures, and in 2025, STR is more misleading than ever before. So today I'm going to break down why and what metric actually matters a lot more than the sell-through rate. So let me give you an example of something today, okay? I bought a 1950s or 60s Hopalong Cassidy kid shirt. Sell-through rate, very low. Non-existent sell-through rate. So let's say 0. Today, after having it for about a year, it sold for $140. So, no sell-through rate, 0 sell-through rate, sucky sell-through rate, but it sold for $140. So, let's talk about what STR actually is and why it's not indicative of a successful eBay business. Sell-through rate doesn't measure quality, it measures speed. A 5% sell-through rate versus a 50% sell-through rate doesn't automatically mean one seller is better than the other. All it shows is how fast something sold. It doesn't show you how profitable it was. You could have a 5% sell-through rate, but make $800 profit on one sale. A 60% sell-through rate selling $12 t-shirts for pennies. Okay, only one of those is a business. A high sell-through rate looks sexy and exciting, and it's what the YouTube gurus are always talking about. But low sell-through rate sellers sometimes make a lot more money because they sell higher margin items with lower sell-through rate. Take, for example, the Hopalong Cassidy shirt. eBay algorithms can destroy your sell-through rate overnight. So in 2025, at least, eBay has been pushing promoted listings advanced, new AI tagged categories, popular item replacement suggestions, stricter search matching rules. This means your sell-through rate can drop even when you did absolutely nothing wrong. eBay may simply stop showing your listings. They throttle people, sellers, and listings all the time. And by throttling, that means they basically hide them so people can't see them. Or a competitor may be getting artificially boosted. Your sell-through rate, or STR, isn't a reflection of your skill. It's often a reflection of eBay's shifting priorities. Sell-through rate punishes sellers who list higher value items. If you sell vintage jackets, designer sneakers, collectibles, tech or vintage tech, high-end denim, your sell-through rate will always be lower than sellers unloading fast fashion, kids' clothes, mall brands, cheap accessories. Why? Because buyers take longer to commit to bigger purchases. And when you're selling something like that vintage Hopalong Cassidy shirt, kid shirt, you have to find the right buyer. You have to find the right buyer. And most buyers on eBay are not going to appreciate that enough to pay $140. But I found the buyer who was. eBay's sell-through rate formula makes slow-selling, high-profit niches look bad, even though they're usually the most lucrative. And a lot of the YouTube gurus, okay, I'm a YouTube teacher, I like to say. Sometimes I don't always teach. I just do the goofy videos in the car with Bopsy. But I like to teach people, and a lot of other eBay, YouTube influencers always talk about sell-through rate, like it's the most important thing. It's really not. If you're going with bread and butter items, fast fashion, and you don't have a lot of room to store items, yes, sell-through rate is very important. But if you have more room, I'm not going to turn down 1950s Hopalong Cassidy kid shirt because it's going to take a while to sell. No, that's not going to happen, especially since I got it cheap, like under $5 cheap. Sell-through rate doesn't factor in one crucial thing: traffic. You can't sell what nobody sees. So if your impressions tank this month because eBay pushed auctions instead of store items, you paused your listings, or you lowered your ads, or competitors flooded your category, or even a trending brand collapse. This can happen a lot. This happened with Orvis when their items started showing up at Ollie's discount store. Orvis, the brand, tanked. Your sell-through rate plummets, but nothing about your inventory changed. A low sell-through rate doesn't mean bad items. It means low visibility. Sell-through rate also ignores your real profits. So let's look at two sellers, okay? Seller A, sell-through rate 12% on an item, average sale price $95, net profit per item $45. Seller B, sell-through rate 38%, average sale price $18, net profit per item $4. So guess who's going to be doing the bragging online? Yep, seller B, because that number looks higher. They're going to brag about their sell-through rate and how, oh yeah, I've got a 50% sell-through rate in my store. Looks great, doesn't it? But guess who's making the real money? Seller A. Seller A is making the real money by a mile. This is why comparing sell-through rates is pointless. Sell-through rate also doesn't account for listing age. New listings often take 2 to 6 weeks to perform. If you're growing and listing daily, which is what I always suggest, your sell-through rate mathematically is going to tank because your denominator, your active listings, is growing faster than your sales. So sellers who barely list anything or don't list every day, their sell-through rate looks great even if their business is dying. eBay's 2025 AI listing changes are making sell-through rate even more unreliable. I want to make sure I pronounce that right. Unreliable. With eBay's new AI-driven listing tool, titles get auto-replaced, item specifics get rewritten, categories get reassigned. One wrong AI guess can bury your listing in the wrong category, instantly killing your sell-through rate. You're being judged by a number that's influenced by a robot and not your skill. So if you aren't watching sell-through rate, what metric should you watch instead? Daily plus weekly sell-through trend, not the 90-day sell-through rate. That one actually misleads the most. Your profit per item. Profit per item is the real measure of business health. Total profit per week, not sales, but sell-through rate. No, not sell-through rate, but actual cash. Your sales don't matter. You can sell 5 things and make $2,000 profit. Okay? Conversion rate, turning views into sales. If this is strong, your listing is good. Traffic is the problem. Impressions trend. If impressions tank, sell-through rate will too. Fixing visibility always fixes the sell-through rate. And the final truth, sell-through rate isn't useless. No, it's not. But it's not the Bible either. And the resellers that are on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, talking about your sell-through rate, they're wrong. They are wrong. Sell-through rate can help you identify patterns, but in 2025, relying on it all alone, just sell-through rate, will leave you broke, confused, and constantly thinking that your store is failing. It's a data point. It's not a diagnosis. Your business isn't your sell-through rate. Your sell-through rate isn't always the truth. Your profits are. Your profits are. Remember that. Sell-through rate is not as important as your profits. Okay? Sell-through rate, your level can be 75% sell-through rate. If you're only making $1,000 a month on eBay, it's not going to matter. I'd rather have a 10% sell-through rate and be bringing home 10 grand a month on eBay. Absolutely. Remember, guys, I always keep it real here. Remember to buy low, sell high. Make sure you click the like button because it helps the channel. If you have a differing opinion or you want to back me up on this and say, Poochie, you're right, make sure you comment down below. I appreciate the comments and I always try to reply to every single one of them. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.